Yo,
Yo.
new setup. This is not by choice. Not by choice.
Yo. Filling on canon. Technical difficulties, the podcast.
Non-Canon. Yeah, we always have technical difficulties, guaranteed. We are sponsored by technical difficulties. We are sponsored by technical difficulties, a little bit of depression, and COVID because we can't do it in the same room anymore. Do you think that's affected our dynamic?
Well, it's affected our timing.
Just wondering. I know we're like 12 episodes thick into this thing right now, but do you think this has affected us? The remote podcast?
It'll be funny if when we do it in person again, but if it's just like we just have way too unnatural pauses between each other's sentences.
Real talk. Real talk. I'm feeling good though, man.
It's been a nice day, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah,
we're flannel boys.
Chill. Yeah, we're flanning it up.
We got our workman shirts on.
Flannel gang. Comment down below if you watch us in a flannel. Let us know. Tap in, baby.
Like, oh shit, I'm wearing flannel.
Yeah, if you're wearing flannel right now, I want to hear your voice in the comments. Kickly clack on those keys, bruh.
Flannel gang.
Yeah, flannel gang it up.
Man.
If you're also wearing this tiger hoodie beanie, I don't want to hear from you. I want to feel special. I need this right now.
Yeah, that's a kind of design where if you see someone else wearing it,
you're gonna feel stupid.
One of you has to take it off, right?
No, I think you both have to take it off. Like, yo, we're both 32. We're both clearly 32, man. What are we doing?
I'm 30.
Yeah, we both lost our virginity after 19, huh? We making up for lost time? Yeah, we are. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's been a busy week in anime. I guess not that crazy busy week in anime, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Demon Slayer.
Slow news week.
Yeah, Demon Slayer has officially become the highest grossing movie out of Japan.
True.
Finally passed Spirited Away this week.
Yeah, Spirited Away. You know what I mean? Demon Slayer said, yeah, and gave it the seventh form and sliced it through. But shout out to Spirited Away. You know, you did your thing. You held it down for a long period of time. You know,
like 20 years. It was like 20
years, man. You had a good run. You had a really
longer
good
than
run.
Avatar did with like Avatar. 11 years, and then fucking Endgame comes through.
Endgame ended them. Shout out to Avatar, though, man.
Yeah, not as bad as people say it is.
You're 100% right. People really size how bad Avatar is. It's not bad at all, in my opinion. It's fine. It's beautiful.
It is like I haven't seen it in 10 years, but at the time it was like a technical.
Anytime.
Marvel, not to use
I'm making
Marvel,
a New Year's resolution. Anytime someone shits on Avatar, I'm like, oh, word, what's your movie that advanced technology? What'd you do? You made a TikTok? Shut up.
Yeah, that's why I love
but the story isn't good.
The story is
shut up.
The story's kind of like another story. It's like you just watched Fast and the Furious 7. That's like 7 other. You just watched the 7th of the same movie. Like you can't say it.
Also, Fast and Furious, those goes hard as well. Now, if we can get an Avatar Fast and Furious, that's gonna be Fast and Furious 11.
Avatar 2 is going to be in the water. Avatar 3 is going to be on the streets of Tokyo. And they're going to be drifting. Na'vi are just like drifting. And they're like animals are like drifting on the...
They're going to be connected to their cars, but through the gas nozzle place. just riding on their cars like surfboards.
Yeah. They're going to bring back the dead general from like the first movie. He's going to be like implanted into a car. And he's like, I'm back,
Knight
bitches.
Rider.
Yeah. I'm back to steal your unobtainium.
I would watch that so much. Avatar, bruh. I would watch Avatar so much.
And that's the unobtainium is the nitrous or whatever. It's like the new speed.
Why are we not writing this movie, Doc?
We gotta delete this from this podcast.
James Cameron, holla at your boys. Flannel gang.
We know you got a whole thing planned out. Just want to add maybe another
do
movie
Avatar
to it.
2, but keep your mind open for Avatar 3 and 4. Yes, it's gonna be a sequel.
Oh yeah, man.
It's a double hitter, boy.
It's a double hit. You can't stop it. There's gonna be because it's gonna be too long. Otherwise, it'd be like a Snyder cut, like 4-hour long Tokyo Drift and Avatar.
I'm all for those kind of cuts. I'm tired of hiding like I don't like some Zack Snyder films. I'm tired of hiding like I loved Man of Steel. I thought that shit was great. I think
Man of Steel is the best of them.
Yes, it's the best of them.
Yeah,
I think the Batman versus Superman theater cut was bad, but the Ultimate Edition still kind of bad, but not better.
Not my favorite.
But I love his visuals, man.
His visuals are great, and I mean, look, I'm a guy I like things that are more style over substance. I'll personally admit Zack Snyder's style, for whatever reason, doesn't really resonate with me. But as a person who likes things like Bleach, which is definitely like style over substance, I get it. I'm like, because there's a lot of things in Bleach. I'm like, if people go, that doesn't make any sense. They just introduced that right now, and I'm like, yeah, but like, look at his uniform.
Look at his sword.
Look at his sword. It's so cool.
There are moments where you just got to be like, listen, this isn't supposed to be super thoughtful. You're just trying to hit that limbic system in your brain where things are just firing, and you're like, I like it because it's pretty colors. Yeah. I like it. I'm gonna be real. For the first when I watched The Simpsons as a kid, I didn't understand the jokes. I just was like, this is cartoons that are kind of raunchy, and I thought they were funny. There was one Simpsons joke that kind of activated my comedy brain. It was when Mr. Burns was talking to a group of kids, and they were like, he just was like, I'm gonna keep this short. There are three things: family, love, religion. These are the three demons you must slay in order to be successful. And I was just like, yo, that opened up like a lot of my brain lit up because of that joke.
All of a sudden you understand comedy.
I understood a little bit of joke structure. I was like, yo, he was supposed to say what?
Yeah.
and it just kind of rocked me to my core. But I didn't really understand. I couldn't tell you a lot of Simpsons storylines outside of monorail or I don't even know what episode that joke was in.
I don't know. Yeah, it was never my show. For 30-year-old guys, we haven't seen as much Simpsons as we're supposed to have seen.
I respect it. Yeah. Whenever I watch a Simpsons compilation, I'm like, oh, those are all funny jokes. I don't know what's going on, but those are funny jokes. But hire me.
Hire me.
At the end of the day, though, Demon Slayer, until Avatar comes out, Demon Slayer is the number one movie.
Number one movie in Japan. Huge international gross. This is, I feel like, a huge victory for the anime community. This
of course,
is a nice,
man. Yeah. One of the top moments, one of the top shows, is now crossing international borders. You love to see it, Demon Slayer represents a lot. It just shows accumulation of where anime has gone. You know what I mean? Specifically episode 19. I think everyone was like, oh, this is the moment where the monkey stands up. You know what I mean? And and points to a wheel that the other monkeys have made.
Right,
and we're like, oh, that monkey's learning. Look at him.
Look at shit.
So Demon Slayer's definitely, crossed over. I think my coworkers are asking me about it now.
Yeah, it's so big, and I guess another reason why it's kind of more in the news is now that they're doing the short list for the Oscars kind of coming up. So it's Demon Slayer finally coming to the U.S. for 1 week in Miami.
Yeah.
So.
Now, that's a different vibe than a week in Vegas, for sure.
I guess presumably because Florida is just wide open, and they're like, we can just pack these theaters for.
That makes sense. It's also Miami, the hottest city. I feel like if you're an anime fan in Florida or Georgia or Louisiana, you will drive into those cities, into Miami to watch anime. Me and Damian were talking about that on the news, and we're like, should we go?
Should we just buy a ticket? Buy a quick.
We were thinking about it, and I was just like, man, I got work, and I don't want to get COVID because of an anime. Imagine imagine dying because you got COVID because of an anime.
And it's just the perfect one. And we made this joke before, but because it has so much emphasis on breathing in Demon Slayer, it's just like such a funny one to be like, I can't believe the breathing anime is killing me. The breathing
anime killed so many people. It's dope that Demon Slayer is like finally touching U.S. soil. Obviously, we still probably won't be able to see it until at least right before the new season comes out.
I don't think that expanded theatrical run in the U.S. I think that's going to be a while. I think that'll be at least maybe earliest summer. But
yeah, if the numbers keep going down, God willing. So I feel like this is something I was wondering what you thought about this, Damian.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this because they're hoping to try to be able to contend for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is true, but no anime has ever been nominated for an Oscar, right? Or if it has, it's been like
there's been nomination. Well, the Spirited Away won back in the day in 2001. Since then, with the exception of only like one other movie a couple of years ago.
Do you know what that movie was?
It didn't win, but it was I think it's Milai. I think is
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's good. It was a good movie, but it was the only non-Studio Ghibli movie that's ever been nominated. Basically, every Studio Ghibli movie kind of gets nominated just because, like, Miyazaki.
Yeah.
But outside of that, even there's been some very big anime films. Your Name being sort of like the biggest example of a movie that came out. I think it was like 2017. And
2017, yeah.
Fucking zilch. And I mean, I think I pulled up what else was like nominated that year. Let me go to like.
I don't think. I mean, do you think it'll get nominated? I don't think it will. But
I don't think it'll get nominated. But I'll say this: I haven't seen the movie.
We haven't seen it, so yeah. That's
I don't know. But I know the arc, and I'm like,
I don't know
the
arc.
It's not like the most like it's not really like a movie. It's kind of it's like a
like a typical
summary of an arc of an anime.
Do you know why I think this movie works in an anime sense? Is that like it's such a short arc that it kind of feels like one of those movies that just isn't canon, but even though this one is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this whole thing could have been an aside. Like if you read the manga, you'll know that there is an impact to this. Like they say the My Hero movies are canon but a loose canon, Oh
yeah, because they kind of could fit. They could kind of fit in there in the main story, basically.
Yeah, you could kind of track when they happen if you really want to, and that's always been kind of interesting to me. But that like I think a lot more studios are going to look for these small arcs to be like, yeah, we could make that a movie. Why not? Just Demon Slayer it. So I could see why the Academy would not nominate it. But you know what? I'm going to say if they don't nominate it, it's racist.
Yes.
There
we go.
Oscar So White 2021 coming back again. I think you got to give it the nod.
I think it's such a like a cultural. I mean, it's like a movie that broke records during coronavirus. You gotta give it the nod. You just imagine like what it would have been like without it. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have been any different because everyone went to see it. So you can't even get more people because everyone already went.
That's a good point.
But it's like if it was open here, it probably would have broke.
Oh, it would have
like the Dragon Ball Brawly record. I think Brawly has the anime record. I think.
Oh yeah, that would have been gone. I personally believe if it had come out here, it would have been like top 3 in the box office.
Yeah,
for sure. I think Demon Slayer is that popular in America that it would have been top 3, maybe top 2 in North America, depending on like what Canada and Mexico are up to. I don't know why like Canada and Mexico are like we might play it. We'll see.
They're like, no, we're more Seven Deadly Sins fans. Demon Slayer. We're not really like
7 Deadly Sins. Whoa.
Oh, oops.
All right, Canada.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Canada anime right there.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry about that. Just love me Meliodas, you know?
Yeah, no, Canada they would love just like a Hamtaro movie. That's like which is our go-to joke reference if you haven't caught on.
If we can't think of an anime, we just say Hamtaro. Hamtaro, like that's our like Pee Wee Playhouse word of the day.
Yeah, it's always Hamtaro.
Hamtaro.
Dude, the Hamtaro movie #1 at the box office.
Week 17, the Hamtaro. Hamageddon. Hamageddon will never end. People just keep watching this movie. All studios are begging people to watch their other movies.
People refuse. Yeah, I don't think I if I were to guess, I would say no, it will not be nominated. I think I don't know. I guess it should be. I mean, let's see what else came out.
I say
2020.
Nominate it so that it can lose to Soul. That's it. Let's just nominate it so it can lose to Soul, and it'll be good. We'll be gravy. You know, like Soul is obviously going to win. If by the way, if you want to see someone poke holes in Soul, that Ryan O'Flanagan has this hilarious, epic rant on Soul that I left Instagram, but I swear to God, if I were to come back, that would be one of the reasons why I would go. Yeah. Very hilarious comedian, Ryan O'Flanagan. Maybe we'll post it in the link in the description so you can watch it.
Yeah,
but man, it's just gonna no matter. It doesn't matter what comes out. Soul's gonna win.
Soul's like the big Pixar hit.
Yeah,
you know, as opposed to I think it was Onward is the other one.
What was Onward?
Onward was the one where it's like the two elves or something, and their dad's just pants.
Right. He wishes for his dad to come back to life, and he just only got the bottom half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Croods. Maybe the Croods will win.
Ooh, didn't that kill in the box office though? Like worldwide, it like made a ton of money through the VOD.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's the thing is it'll be like Soul, Onward, maybe like one or two things that you'd be like, all right, okay, I can see that. And then there'll be like something like so offensive that you're like, hey, that couldn't have been Demon Slayer. That like you couldn't have just. But also it's the Oscars, and I don't know how much they put into consideration of just like the 60-year-olds just like watching on their couch being like, what's Demon Slayer? Like,
that sounds bad. That sounds troublesome.
Yeah.
I do believe ultimately, like, they're probably not even watching these movies. They're just like, what's the thing that was popular? Soul? Okay, that's it. That's going to be the one I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
The Oscars are a popularity contest anyway, even though you would think that if it's a popularity contest, Demon Slayer would at least get a look or a nomination. But, you know, it's just back to what I'm saying is like Hollywood doesn't respect anime. They only respect anime, and they want to turn it into properties that are live action, and then they butcher it, and then they just continue this cycle where they ruin anime for people who could possibly get into it the right way.
And it's like it's really just like Miyazaki is like one of is grandfathered in. Ghibli sort of as an extension of that. There's a few other people. Hosada, I think, is a director that kind of gets recognition internationally, but like, you know, it's
and Hollywood steals from anime. So, well, I'm not say steal, borrows, because when it comes to movies and filming technique, that's very like borrowed and like creative. But you just would think that like so many of your classic shots, concepts have been taken. There's a well full of like things you could just take from or borrow from.
Yeah,
if you do it respectfully. And don't worry about translating it to a Western audience.
You just sample it or whatever.
Yeah.
But
do what hip hop does with jazz music.
Yeah.
You know, take it and then don't give credit.
It's kind of as it is now, basically. Yeah, all they do now is, you know, they'll take a big hit from 20 years ago that fulfills some sort of market, and then they go, let's cast Scarlett Johansson in it.
What is the whitest woman we can put to play this Japanese one?
I mean, I guess Cowboy Bebop, but it's kind of like that's an
Cowboy Bebop.
Which, I mean, I think, I don't know. It seems like it's like 10 years too late, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends if they can get the tone right. If they can get that tone, it could be fire. That's when I'm like, well, that's Netflix. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Death Note. But, you know, I'm not sure. I don't know. There's just something kind of interesting about the Cowboy Bebop thing that I'm like holding out hope that it could be good. And maybe this is the thing that turns the tide. Yeah,
it's such a special blend of ingredients, Cowboy Bebop, that I don't know. It feels like it's a cake that they baked and it was perfect, but no one wrote down what they wrote. No one wrote down the ingredients, so now like no one can ever recreate it. And I'm like, because I'm like, I don't even know if they know why it was why it worked so well.
Well, I think they do, because Samurai Champloo kind of takes those same kind of ingredients.
That's a good point. And
they kind of like replicate it, but it feels different enough, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's the same guy. I forget his name. That's my bad.
It's yeah, me too. Oh, Shinichiro Watanabe. That's right. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I think he kind of knows what he's doing when it comes to that, because like Champloo was, Bebop was obviously jazz, and Champloo was hip hop, and it had a very specific like lo-fi energy, backpackery vibe, which I think worked. Like I think if they had tried to do trap music, it wouldn't work. Not that trap music was really prevalent at the time, but I think the lo-fi backpackery Dilla-esque type of vibes that Nujabes was throwing down there was really cool. And worked for the aesthetic of the show and like the breakneck speed it could just reach to.
Yeah. Well, that's another. I mean, that's almost like another thing where it's almost like we're trying to break into the wrong awards thing, where it's like if you get into the Emmys, that'd be big, but that's a lot tougher, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, speaking of awards, Anime Awards came through, and the winner of Anime of the Year, Jujutsu Kaisen, killing it. Like they're on a run right now with the second half. The second half has been better than the first, and that's saying something because the first was really good. This is one of those animes where, as soon as the season's over, maybe not as soon, but maybe like 3 weeks later, I'll rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch this thing.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it. It's almost. It almost sounds silly, but I'm like so excited for it to end so I can just read the manga. Or I'm like, because I'm almost just like, I already want to, but I'm like, I'll wait till the season's over and then I'm just plowing through the manga.
You're just gonna catch up. I think they're on like chapter 139 or something right now.
Yeah, so it's not even that much, but yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait the whole year. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then have YouTube just like be like, just some random thumbnail pops up where it's like, your favorite character gets shot in the face. And you're like, no, why is that the thumbnail? That's why.
Yeah, YouTube's. I saw one for Attack on Titan chapter 138, and I was just like, no, what? Don't show me this. Thanks, algorithm.
Yeah, Aaron shoots himself. You're like, what? That doesn't happen.
This is gonna be the most divisive ending ever. It's like, let me make my choice. I don't care if it's divisive. I want to like it. I like Zack Snyder films. Okay, don't worry about divisive when it comes to me.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Some Zack Snyder films. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment below. Flannel Gang, what up? Say what up.
Flannel
Gang. Yeah. My name's Opie.
I'm Damian.
It's been Phil and Non-Canon. See you next week.